Welcome to the programme. We begin in Gaza, where Israeli forces have launched attacks on several areas in the central parts of the Strip, including Maghazi and Al-Burej refugee camps. In Nuseirat, bombs reduced homes to rubble and killed at least 16 Palestinians. Dozens more were injured and rushed to a makeshift hospital. Israeli forces have killed more than 34,000 Palestinians in Gaza since October the 7th. Meanwhile, in Deir Israeli warplanes targeted a group of people in the city centre. The wounded have been taken to Al-Aqsa Hospital for treatment. Many of them are children. Hani Mahmoud is our correspondent, standing by for us in southern Gaza. A short time ago, Hani, when we were speaking, the Israeli drones were above your head. What's the situation like there now, knowing that strikes happen both day and night?
Well, not only we're seeing drones and reconnaissance aircraft hovering at a very low level here in the skies of Rafah city, just deepening the sense of shattered safety and pretty much herding people to areas where they think it might be safe for them to shelter in. But at the same time, these very drones are carrying out attacks in the central area, mainly in Deir city, where within the past hour, a group of people near a residential home that they were sheltering in were targeted. 3 people reported killed right away, with several other injuries, all reported to Al-Aqsa hospital. That just happened within the past couple hours as we were preparing for the earlier reports. The initial reports stated that it was a car, but then later on we learned from a source on the ground it was only a group of people who were simply outside the residential home that they have been sheltering in since they were displaced from the northern part of the Gaza Strip. And this is the pattern that we've seen within the past couple days, within the past couple weeks. More of it is happening where families, entire families, a group of people at any possible gathering, whether it's small or big, are being targeted deliberately. The past 2 weeks, the attacks on the children at playground is another indication of how deliberate, and there are basically no terms to what's going on the ground whatsoever. These drones right now here are pretty much a bad omen for people here, because as soon as they are in the skies, it's just causing a great deal of panic and concern for people, because you don't know when are they going to strike and where are they going to strike.
Yeah, a menacing sound certainly that we can hear in the studio, and of course it's being transmitted globally as well to our viewers, Hani. We often say, where should we focus our attention? There is so much to discuss, whether it's the impending threat of a Rafah incursion. Is there aid getting through at all through any of the gateways into Gaza? Or, again, as you've just mentioned, the strikes that come day and night. Let's just talk about the tension that there is in Rafah at the moment, about this ongoing threat by the Israelis of an incursion.
Well, it's quite draining for the 1.5 million displaced Palestinians in Rafah city, in addition to the local residents here who literally have no safe place to go to. And that's not to say that Rafah has been largely safe. In fact, it has been targeted repeatedly and more relentlessly, equally as areas of the rest of the Gaza Strip that were bombed relentlessly by the airstrikes. More people have died here throughout the past 6 months because of the relentless airstrikes and the sheer level of destruction caused here. There are areas of Rafah here that are completely without any social services whatsoever, just forcing people into more internal displacement. And on top of that, the shortage of food supplies and medical supplies, particularly, we are able to see here and document the daily struggle of people here at the Kuwait hospital trying to get treatment from the hospital. But the hospital, with its insufficient medical staff, as well as the shortage of medical supplies, unable to provide any sufficient treatment whatsoever. Perhaps the most tragic thing that's going on is the ongoing discovery of massive graves that put more pressure on people and just shattered their any sense of safety right now, or sense of psychological well-being, is the discovery of almost 200 bodies in a fourth massive grave in a row. There has been within the past 10 days 4 major discoveries of these massive graves across the Gaza Strip, the northern part and Gaza City. We were able to document this massive grave and the retrieve of bodies from Nasser Hospital as of yesterday.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.